Good afternoon and welcome. Tourists from around the world make a beeline to visit the Taj Mahal, one of the 7 wonders of the world. But tickets to visit Taj Mahal could now be capped for Indian citizens. The Archaeological Survey of India is planning to restrict the entry of Indian tourists to the Taj Mahal. The entry could now be capped at 40,000 Indian tourists per day. And this only for 3 hours. The cap could be implemented from the 20th of January. But there will be no limit on the number of foreign tourists visiting the monument. The decision was reportedly taken after a high-level meeting between Archaeological Survey of India and administrative officials from the city of Agra, the home of the Taj Mahal. All right, for more of this story, I'm now joined by WION senior correspondent Aisha Sindhu from the WION newsroom. Good afternoon, Aisha. Why did this decision take place in the first? Why restrict the number of Indian tourists to Taj Mahal?
Good afternoon, Ramesh. So one of the decisions taken by the ASI looking at the upkeep of the monument was that the number of footfalls that are taking place at the Taj Mahal are causing damage and causing problems for the administration to handle the number of people who end up going to the Taj Mahal. As you mentioned, it's one of the most popular tourist destinations in India. However, there has been a decision that's been taken, and most likely it will be accepted, that is to cap the number of Indian tourists because of the ratio between foreign tourists vis-a-vis Indian tourists, which is, the numbers as far as Indians go are much higher as compared to foreign tourists. We can't also forget that ticket prices for Indian citizens are far lesser when compared to the ticket prices that foreign tourists end up paying to visit the Taj Mahal. So perhaps that is one of the reasons that the cap has been limited to Indian tourists only.
Also, Aisha, very quickly, has it to do with environment or security or both?
I suppose both, Ramesh, to a degree, because as I was mentioning, with the fact that there are lawns that are also visited by a number of tourists around the complex of Taj Mahal, there's a great degree of damage that takes place on account of the number of people who end up coming to the destination. And of course, we can't forget that there is also the environmental problem that the marble structure is facing year on year because of the number of people who end up coming to Agra. There's a lot of air pollution in the city. As a result, this causes damage and a yellowing of the stone that's been taking place for a number of years now. So keeping all these factors in mind, the ASI made this suggestion to both the state and central governments, and the Minister of Tourism has reportedly accepted these suggestions made by the ASI. As a result, we might see this cap being introduced as early as January 20th, just 17 days from today.